Fairville.
Alright, what's up, guys? I'm Joe,
What's up, B Nasty in the house?
and we're new to podcasting. We're gonna kind of do a, it's got like a, what did I call it?
Docucast.
Damn. Hey, we called it a Docucast, and I'm pretty sure, I think I made that up.
Yo, Joe made Docucast up, and we're about to take it to the next level. It's the first time ever.
Yep. So a little bit about us. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about some situations that we went through when we were growing up, you know, how we became friends and things like that. And then we're also, what makes it kind of like a documentary is we're also going to go to those areas where we grew up at.
Yep.
And we're going to see the sights and see where we were and see what happened back then. And then maybe that'll kickstart some memories that we had from back in the day, you know?
Boom.
Because as you get older, you get injured and you can't remember shit no more. So maybe it'll kickstart the memory up and it'll allow us to be back in that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of fun times when we were younger. A lot of fun times we were around the neighborhood. Of course, you guys already know what the title of the Docucast is.
Fairville?
Yo!
Fairville?
My arm's still wet. Man. My arm's still wet.
Oh shit, man. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how we first met. I don't even remember.
All right, I can tell you.
All right, tell
I
me.
can tell
Tell
you
me.
that first one. So back in, I want to say, 99, maybe 2000s.
It was
Maybe
back
99,
then?
99, 2000s, right?
Damn.
Me and your brother, your older brother,
Mm-hmm.
we were in homeroom together. We didn't even know each other at
Okay,
all.
all right.
I was on one side of the room,
Yeah.
he's on the other side of the room,
Yeah.
and we got on the same bus. And at that time, I'm like, man, who's this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
who's that? He's cool. Your brother's cool. And I'm like, all right. So then, like, one day, like, we kept getting on off the bus with each other and everything. And then I'm like, I don't know. I think maybe we struck up a conversation or something. And I was like, yeah, I got to pick up my brother from West Drop. And he's like, hey, I got to pick up my brother from West Drop. If you guys don't know, West Drop is
It's a middle school.
It's a middle school.
It's a middle school.
In
Yeah.
Cleveland, Ohio. So at the time, I was like, hey man, I'll see you around, right?
Right.
So I go home. I go home and I'm like, it's like, I don't know. I think Rush Drop got out around 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I walk up there. Your brother's saying, I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? At that time, 99, 2000, that's how we first met.
Damn, bro.
Serious.
But me and you weren't cool for a little while though, because I was out of the age group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was in middle school. You guys were in high school, so we didn't really communicate all that much.
Yeah.
But I think like the main memory that I have of like you and my older brother is that one day, on Fairville, bro, you guys came into the house and you came downstairs, and I'm like, you supposed to be in school, man.
Oh,
you remember that day? You remember that day?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Day. I
Jay
remember
was
that.
laying down there with you. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you guys doing home, you know?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know nothing about skipping school. I didn't know.
You were a master at it, though.
Bro. I became a master at it, though.
Right.
But, you guys first introduced me to the skipping school and stuff.
Man.
And
Stay in school, kids.
yeah, for real.
Stay in school.
Hey, listen, it's going to be a lot harder if you guys quit the school early like I did, right? Because after I got introduced to this guy, man, I just stopped going to school, period.
Man, I'll tell you, I mean, of course, we're going to have a lot of stories, but, man, I was skipping school in middle school. I hated school at the time, man, and I would skip school, and then, for some reason, I met your brother, and I was like, well, we both were like, man, fuck school, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
we about to miss homeroom.
Right.
We're about to miss the whole, because, it was so easy, like, you're an older kid, your parents don't care, they trust you and everything, so you're like, hey, I'm going to school.
Right. Yeah, it's all right, man.
I ain't going to school.
And that's what happened to me, man. I got suckered in so hard, dude. So that same day, right, we're in the basement of my grandpa's house, and he had passed away, so he gave it to my mom. And we're downstairs, and it's a bitch to get to the school, man. Like, you got to get on the bus. You got to pick up other motherfuckers that are trying to go to school. Sometimes they hold up the bus. They don't get on the bus properly. They ain't got no change to get on the bus. And so it's just a pain in the ass, man. Then they drop you off, and you got to stand outside in the fucking cold in the wintertime. You know, they don't let you inside, man. You got to stand outside in the parking lot.
Take your kids
For
to
real,
school.
man.
Parents, take your kids to school.
Listen, stop being fucking lazy. Get your ass up and take your goddamn kids to school, or else they'll be skipping like me.
Skipping like me.
So after that, anyway, Jay was like, hey, let's just stay home from school today.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh? How am I supposed to get my little brother there? And he's like, oh, walk him up and then come back home.
Yeah, that's what he did.
And man, I swear he looked like he had a sly ass hat on, like he was getting in some mischief. You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. All right. So I did it. I walked my little brother to school, dropped his ass off, and came back home. I was scared shitless that first time.
Yeah.
I was scared to death because I was like, man, I ain't never done this before. Should I write mom a note? You
write a note?
Write a note to her and let her know I stayed home and all this shit?
Is the teacher going to call?
Yeah, is the teacher
Is the principal
what's going to
call?
happen?
Nothing.
Exactly. And nothing happened. And that what clicked in my mind like, ba-ching, like a money sign, right?
Get away with it. They
Hell
don't
yeah.
They don't care.
They don't give a shit.
They didn't care.
So, needless to say, after that, I skipped pretty much that entire year. And my teacher told me right before graduation, she was like, if you do not come to school for these next 21 days, you will not graduate, or you will not pass. You will fail middle school.
No way.
Man. I did not know it was a thing.
We almost caused you to fail middle school.
For real. But I was able to show up, bro. I was late a couple times, but I was able to show up, man. Ended up getting out of middle school. But once we got into high school, that's a whole different ball game, yo.
Game trouble. It's over.
Oh, my God.
You know what? I don't know what happened. I think it might have been one day me and your brother were just like, we're not going to school. Yeah. And I think you might have been sick that day. I think that might have been. Like that, or maybe you went into school later on. It might even have been around like a proficiency time of the year. And we're like, yo, Joe, come back. Just drop him off, come back. What we end up doing? Playing video games all day. Guys, you got to understand, this is back in 2000, 2001, right. 99, 2000. So, I mean, internet wasn't what it was now.
Right. Nothing, man.
It was nothing. We had, I think we were playing Dynasty Warriors at the time, Xbox.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what? Counter-Strike was really big on Steam. That was the only game that I knew existed on Steam was Counter-Strike Source.
Dude, we should have got into that stock,
dude.
Man.
For real, we should have, bro. We should have, man.
After we're done with this, I'm going to go see what the stock is.
Yeah, so what I remember from that, it's a little off topic, we'll jump right back into it, but the internet was so bad at my grandparents' house, we bought a 500-foot Ethernet cord from eBay, and we ran it from our window into Pope's window. You know what I mean? Behind a whole block away. It went over, it was sitting on some people's houses and shit on the way to his house, man. Nice. Grandpa, he came up and looked out the window one day. He was like, what's this long ass cord doing up here?
He's still in cable.
And I'm like, you won't increase the internet speeds, man. You know, so like Pope's lucky enough to have the internet that he has. So we were straight ganking that shit, man.
Man,
it was bad, bro.
I remember Pope, man. Dang, man.
Yeah. I actually got him on Facebook, man.
Oh, man. Hey, Pope, you listen to this, man. Hit us up, bro.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the skipping of the schools. So I graduated middle school, and then I went to John Marshall High School. Ninth grade, terrible situation, man. You know, it was just miserable. Hated my life. Hated getting on the bus that early in the morning.
Yeah.
Hated traveling that far to get to school. I was like super fat back in the day too, so it was a struggle, man. My meaty body was just like trying to get to school, you know. I had to do a little bit of cardio, and my ass was like, oh Lord, you know. So finally,
shout out to Mom's Cabinets related to the snacks.
For real,
we rated them.
Laura, it's your fucking fault. I was fat, woman. You kept on getting me fucking pizza rolls and shit.
You causing skipping.
Yeah.
Stop overfeeding your kids.
Exactly right. I couldn't go to school because I was fucking so hungry all the time. All right. I had to be within 100 feet of the refrigerator at all times.
Lunch every period. Mm-hmm. Lunch at 5th, 7th, 9th, 11th, 13th period, lunch.
Boom, done. Yeah, man. It was so long ago, and it was so stretched out when I did decide to go to school. I don't even remember a schedule.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Like, the only thing I do remember, I thought someone was playing a joke on me, man. Because I was skipping school big time. I was at home doing this. I would go to homeroom, though.
Yeah.
I would sleep through all the homeroom, right?
Kids, you skip school, go to homeroom.
You got to go to homeroom. You won't get caught for a while. You won't get caught for a while.
If you don't go to homeroom,
Mm-hmm.
they will call home.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you got to go to the home room, right? Homeroom.
Yeah. Get some snacks.
So I was in the homeroom. I'm taking a nap on the desk. And then this girl comes over and slides a letter. Bam. You know, back in the day, bitches, they fold them letters up into fucking origami and shit, bro. I'm trying to open it without fucking tearing it in half and shit. You open it and then you open it and somehow it's in a heart shape. You know what I mean? Like, you open the first piece of origami and you open it again and then it's one of those fucking hand things. It's like yes or no, you know? So I finally got the letter open. I'm reading it at the desk, man. And mind you, my style back in the day was not that good, bro. All right? I was wearing like light blue baggy fucking cargo pants, like that were sweatpants though, because I was fat again, right? And then I was wearing some baggy ass shirt because I was fat, right? So I was sitting there reading the letter, and it's like, oh yeah, I've been looking at you and blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh,
connection in high
okay.
school.
I'm looking around, and she looks over and starts smiling at me, and I'm like, this is a joke. I was like, they trying to play me because I'm fucking fat. I was like, they got a camera somewhere around here. They gonna try to jump me after school. They gonna do something. So I tore that bitch up and threw it.
Oh.
Right? And then I looked at her and I just went back to sleep. Thought nothing of it, right?
Yeah, okay.
So the end of homeroom comes around and I'm walking out and she like, hey, why you tear up my letter?
Oh,
And I'm like,
real.
Yeah.
It's real.
So I was like, damn, it must be real.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hey, what's up? You know, just like, wow, I thought it was fake. You know, I was like, damn, you kind of good looking too. So I was like, I didn't know. You know, I thought I was getting screwed around
so
though.
do you remember her name?
Yeah, Ashley Belcher, bro.
Whoa, I don't know who that is, but okay.
I remember her, dude. I remember. Yep. That was my first high school sweetheart, man.
Aw,
Yep.
man. Okay.
All right. And she was like down for it. You know, we were kissing in the hallway, slamming lockers closed and shit, you know? And then after that, she dumped me.
Damn.
Because I was never in school, though.
Oh.
She was like, oh, I'll skip with you a couple times. She skipped with me at the house a couple times, you know?
Yeah.
And then she was just like, I can't do it no more. I can't skip.
Right.
You gonna come to school? And I'm like, fuck no, bitch.
Yeah, right.
She's like, you don't like me that much? And I'm like,
It ain't about
not better than school. not better than not going to school. You know what I mean? I would much rather be at home, fucking close to the refrigerator. Like, get the fuck out of
If
here.
you a good girl, just stay in school.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't you know? Just stay in
Don't
school.
follow me out of the
don't
school.
follow the guy.
Yeah, man. You know, because I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
It's a time where all that has fun, but you can't have fun all the time. Like it's a bad thing. See, I didn't know this, Joe. I didn't know about this person.
You got to tell me about yours now, man.
Man, look, 9th grade for me was different.
Was it?
It was mad different because, you know, we grew up on Fairville. Fairville was very popular over there at the time. And I don't know, man. I was in so many different cliques and groups, man. You know, so you got the goth kids, you got the athletes, the dope boys, the Cambodians, you got
the Cambodians.
National Honor Society.
Yeah.
You got the athletes. I was around everybody. So my 9th grade year consisted of just not even really giving a damn, just being around everybody.
Right.
And I think my GPA was around 1.2 because I wasn't there.
Dang.
The thing is, people often think about, you know, you skip school because you're dumb. I'm a highly intelligent person. I just didn't think school was the way to go.
Right.
So, you know, I developed some friends that were girls, you know, and obviously I'm not a homosexual, so I'm hanging out with women while we skipping school.
Right.
And it happened to be I was with this group of girls who they all were friends. I wasn't trying to smash them all, just maybe one, at the time. And it happened to be I started dating this Asian girl, man. Her name. I'm not gonna put her name out there because she's a married woman and she's got a life of her own. You know what I mean? But she's crazy. And if you see this face, you know who I'm talking about.
You know who I'm talking about.
You know what I'm talking about now.
Oh, shit.
And she didn't like to skip school. She didn't
Right.
want because everybody want to be good girls. It's good to be a good girl, but I was real bad, man. But you know what?
Bad
She was
man.
a fucking firecracker when I was in school. She want to fight people, jump on people, loud as hell.
Damn.
I mean, crazy. But you know what? I think in 9th grade, I was after some pussy, and I just couldn't do it, man.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it. I don't know what the hell. My swag was not on the level where it is now.
Right.
And I think about it every day, like, what was I thinking about? What was I thinking about? What was I trying to do? Was I trying to hug, a little hugging, kissing? Or was I trying to touch a little bit? But I couldn't do it because you couldn't go nowhere.
Right.
Look, I didn't have a car, so we was on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Back in those days, TLC was the thing, no scrubs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's she gonna do?
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
I'm fucking 15, 16. I ain't got no car, no job. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, things got crazy within that situation. And one day, I was skipping school, having a good old time. I got a phone call from her. She's like, I'm on the bus. I said, okay, I thought she'd come to my house.
Yeah.
She got somebody's cell phone, and she like, it's over. I said, what you mean it's over? She's like, I'm on the bus with my new boyfriend. I said, damn, you would have thought at 15?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look, man.
Bro.
Look, guys. What we both saying is, if you got a girlfriend and you in school, go to school.
Yep.
Because you going to lose them.
Yep, you're going to lose
You
them.
gonna lose them. You're going to lose them to somebody else.
Yep. Yeah, man. Both those situations are kind of similar, man. They're both kind of similar, and I feel like that's the 9th grade. That's what happened. I attempted to go to school, man, and then I met Sean Smith. Man.
Shout out to Sean.
Yep, what's up, Sean? And, dude, me and him, I stayed in school because me and him became friends, right? But we slept in every single class we went to, man. We would sleep, wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep. And when we would get to science, I forget if it's science, I think it was science class, but that dude would get so fucking mad at me and Sean for sleeping in his class. Everyone else just didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
We would sit in the back, not bother nobody, both of us next to each other just sleeping. And this science teacher will always come back and slam shit on the desk and be like, after like a month of us sleeping, bro, he's like, get out! Just get out! I'm like, all right, man, we're fucking out of here. And then we would catch the bus and hit the road, go back home or whatever.
Teachers, why are y'all so hard on kids, man?
Yeah, why are y'all so negative?
Why are you so hard on kids?
It's not your responsibility if the student doesn't want to engage with you.
They only 14.
Right.
Why are you talking to them like they 35, man?
Yeah, you can't save everybody. All right, I'm a lost soul. But guess what? I'm still here. You know what I mean? And I'm probably more educated than half the people that stayed in the school and got an education. Right?
True. We'll get into that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that now. We'll get into it though.
Definitely.
But, just that entire 9th grade year, all right, I skipped like 302 days. and I didn't get caught until about halfway through, all right? And I forget the woman's name, but she was a truancy officer. Hawes, maybe.
Oh.
Is that her name?
I don't know.
She had short hair.
I didn't have truancy issues. We were good. We were
Do you remember, though? You don't remember
No,
her?
I never got caught. I didn't get caught.
All right, so I got caught a couple of times, and they were like, "You need to stay in school, Joe." And I was like, "All right." So then they printed out these pieces of paper, and I had to get the signatures from each teacher.
Oh.
So your boy went to class for one day, and then mastered all of the signatures. And I just filled them hoes out from then on.
Catch me if you can.
Exactly, right? So she did, though. She actually caught me, man. I wasn't trying to hide or nothing, because I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, for truancy, what?
Right.
Right.
You gonna lock me up? Guess
Yeah,
what?
what
I'm
do
gonna
you
get
do?
out when I'm 18.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can only lock me up
And
for a
still
little
make more money than you.
right. That's what I'm saying. So I'm on the way. All right, homeroom's over with. I'm about to walk the fuck out of John Marshall, and I'm walking. And for some reason, I couldn't go out that side door that I always went out to catch the circulator. The circulator is a little bus that comes around to the neighborhood, picks everybody up, and drops them off where the fuck they got to go. Yeah. So that exit was blocked. So I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what do I do? Because I got like 2 minutes before the bell rings, and nobody's supposed to be in the hallway.
Right.
So I'm like, fuck, man. So I walked straight past the truancy office. All right, just straight ahead. Don't even fucking look in there, man. I'm walking down the hallway, and I go out the side door facing the street.
Yeah.
Facing the side street.
Yeah.
I'm walking down the steps, and we'll call her Officer Hawes or Truancy Officer Hawes or whatever. She opens up the fucking window at John Mar. She opens up that big ass window and say, "Hey Joe, you're gonna miss your bus."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, thanks." I fucking started running to the bus. Got on the bus, and then nothing came of that though.
Yeah.
She didn't snitch on me.
Yeah.
She didn't come get me the next day.
Shout out.
Yeah, for real. She didn't.
Shout out.
She left me alone, and I'm like, damn, she's a cool bitch, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, for real. That's
it. That's how it
Man.
went. She didn't snitch on me. She didn't try to give me any more trouble. But I think she knew. I just didn't give a fuck. Like, you know, if you're going through that much of an extent to stay out of a place, like they got you on signatures, you have to check into every classroom you go. You got this and that and the other, and you still skipping.
Yeah.
They're like, that.
Ain't nothing you can do.
Ain't nothing I could do about it.
Look, instead of being a part of the problem, just be a part of the success.
Right, give me a ride home.
Come on, man.
You know what I mean?
Like there's creepers out there.
Yeah,
he's a child.
Yeah,
Come on, help him
15.
out.
You know what? It was a hell of a trek, dude. Do you remember that?
Yes, it was.
When we would skip school and you would miss, if you missed the circulator, you would have to walk miles.
Yeah.
Miles. But we had it down pat.
Yeah, we did.
We did. We had it down pat. We had houses we could cut into the backyard that used to be the homies.
Yep.
So we knew we were safe there
Yep.
if we needed a place to chill for a second. And then you run down the block a little bit. You go to another homie's house.
From John Marshall to where we were was 40 blocks. And we would do this every day.
Yep.
We would say, okay, Mom, or, guardian, we're going to go to school.
Yep.
They would take their ass to work.
Mm-hmm.
And we would go back home.
Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly what happened.
40 blocks.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, that trek was long as fuck in the summer and even longer in the winter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we would
Don't
walk.
miss the bus.
The story is, don't miss the fucking bus, man. All right? Have your shit on lock, all right? Because we did sometimes, but then sometimes we would fuck around and be like, oh, shit, we missed it by 2 minutes or something, and we would be screwed.
Yeah.
So we'd have to walk literally 40 blocks. We'd have to walk through a subway station. That would take us back to 150th.
Yep.
And then from 150th, we would have to walk our asses to Fairville.
30 blocks.
30 more blocks. And that's without being seen by the popos. And that's without being seen by the parents or anyone's friends that you know, anyone's friends' parents.
Yeah.
Anything, man.
Yeah.
And then once you got home, you had to make sure you were safe at home, like your mom wasn't waiting on you.
Yep.
Because they tried to do that shit to me a couple times.
Yeah.
You remember that shit?
Yeah.
But your boy's smart as fuck.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. You
Smart
walk in the door, what you doing sitting there? Ain't you supposed to be making money for these bills?
Exactly.
Take your ass to
Take your
work.
ass to work. What you doing home, bitch? No, anyway, but yeah. That winter, all right, we just had Christmas.
Okay.
All right, so Christmas just passed. We got a shit ton of presents. And I opened up one present, and I looked at it, and I was like, damn, you fucked up. Like, why did you buy me this?
What'd you get?
It was like a security system sensor kit, right?
Uh-oh.
Came with 4 different sensors. It had a little thing. It was all plastic and shit. Because back in the day, they didn't have cool shit like we have now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
couldn't give me some VR fucking goggles and shit.
Yeah.
Got me this stupid sensor kit. All right, but I made the best out of that shit. All right, I made the best out of it. So these 4 little sensors, they look like little discs, and they had a little wire coming out the top of it, right? Mm-hmm. And then it had like a home security pad, like you would put on your wall or something. Looks like a thermostat.
Yeah.
And it's got 4 buttons on it, and then it's got like lights and shit for each sensor.
Yeah.
All right. And when someone would walk by the sensor or the sensor would move, it would be like, Zone 1, Zone 1. It would say shit.
Right.
Zone 2, Zone 2.
Yeah.
So I had the house rigged up. Right? I had this shit rigged up, bro. I would carry this thing in my backpack, like the home base thing.
Yeah.
I put it in my backpack. I tied one of these sensors to Mom's muffler.
All right.
So when I'm in the house chilling, if she comes pulling in the garage, because the garage was kind of quiet for that house, you know what I'm saying? So if she comes pulling into the garage, it gets just in range of the sensor, and it's like sensor one, and I'm like, oh shit! Then I'm in panic mode, you know.
Yeah, right.
But she doesn't. She ain't never.
Hide the bed.
Exactly.
Hide the closet.
She never came downstairs, nothing like that though. So if worst case scenario, we just stay down there and wait till she takes a dump, and then come upstairs or something after school, you know.
Hey mom.
Yeah.
Hey, the guy home from school.
Exactly. Yep. And Dude, that's how I did it, man, forever. Like, I had so many tricks. Before that, I would prop up a chair on the garage door so when she opened it in the morning, it would fall over. So that way when I came home, I would know that she left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would leave the back door unlocked and just come in real quiet like and look and see if anyone was up in there first, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was so
We used
crazy.
to do the same thing.
Yeah.
We used to do the same thing. Or we keep a window open.
Mm-hmm.
Like, see what's going on. A little cat burger looking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody on the street should be either at work or they're elderly and they're not looking outside.
Yeah.
Just pop in the window. You know,
Yeah.
see what's going on. Hey, how you doing? I mean, there has been times that your mom did catch you just walking in the door. We didn't go around the side of the house.
Yeah?
What you guys doing? You try to take us back to school?
Oh, shit. What'd you guys say?
My stomach hurt. There's a school shooter. You know, there's a bomb threat. Hey, man, anything to get you out of the kids, you got to be smart. But also, parents, you got to be smarter.
Damn. Yeah, hey, listen. Don't listen to your kids. If you're a parent and your kid's in middle school, high school, you know, don't listen to them because they're lying. They are fucking lying to you. Manipulating you.
They are trying to get their way. Because what they trying to do is get into somebody's pants.
Yep.
You gotta use that.
Yeah. Oh, shit, man. So, anyway, after that, though, like, Mom found out, you know, I was skipping school, and she was, like, having a heart attack. Oh, my God, you're going to amount to nothing. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why are you skipping school? It's I'm going to lock you in the basement forever. You know, and stupid shit like that, bro.
Rapunzel.
Yep. So then that's when she made me go live with my dad.
Oh.
Yep. She kicked me out, made me go live with my dad. Because remember...
Shout out to our buyers.
Hey. Fuck you. But if you remember, all right, I had to jump back and forth between Mom's house, Grandma and Grandpa and Dad's house, Mom's house, Grandma and Grandpa and Dad's house, at least 6 times, bro. Like, they did not want me, all right, because I was such a mess. All right, so I'm still in 9th grade, by the way, all right?
Yep.
Got held back maybe a little bit. But then Grandpa was like, all right, I'm going to take you to school. He thought he was big and bad, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, Grandpa, yeah. As soon as his ass dropped me off in the front, he drove away. I was on the circulator back home. Sometimes I would beat his ass back home, and at my grandparents' house, they had a connected garage. You remember?
Yeah, I remember that garage.
There was a breezeway, and then the house was over here, and the garage was over here. So you'll walk outside, walk through the breezeway to go into the garage.
Yeah.
So I'll cut in that side door, go straight into the garage, up in the rafters.
Yeah.
There's no ceiling up there. There's nothing. We just stored a bunch of shit up there.
Yeah.
Slowly, as I'm skipping school, man, I'm like thinking of things that can make it more convenient up there for me. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, bro.
You got a lot of time in your hands.
Yeah,
It's
I got a lot to
6, 8
think about.
hours.
I'm just
Come
chilling,
on,
bro. I'm laying up there fucking relaxing, having the best day, right? And sometimes I'll look down and Grandpa will be out in the garage, man, with his little putt-putt thing, just...
Oh, watch it.
Not even know that
like
I'm up there.
Spider-Man? You just up
No,
there?
I'm just chilling. I'm laying up in the rafters watching him. I'm like, you missed. Like, you better, good thing you practicing, bro. Right? So anyway, after a while, I'm like, fuck, man. It's getting harder and harder to stay up there because I'm getting bored as fuck. Because, you know, school's long as fuck for kids, man.
Long.
You know, long as shit. Long, baby. Yeah. I don't even remember how long it is, like 6 hours, 7 hours, something like that.
After you do, I'm going to tell everybody a story about school, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I'm up in there and I'm like, fuck, man, let me get at least a mattress up here. Because I'm laying on wood, hard wood, right? So, luckily, they're like, oh, yeah, let's get rid of this twin mattress. I'm like, all right, I'll get rid of it. I'll put it outside, swoop, toss it up in the rafters, right? So, now I got a bed. And I'm like, fuck yeah, it's game on. And if... You guys don't know me from back in the day, but we used to play Halo a lot. Halo 1 was the shit. This is before the internet, all right?
Joe is really good at this, man.
So we had to connect up 4 Xboxes, 16 controllers, 4 different versions of Halo in the garage. We had 16 homies in there fucking shit up, all right? So needless to say, I had 4 Xboxes back in the day. Yeah. So I took one of those Xboxes and put it up there in my little chill pad, and I'm like, fuck, man, I need a TV. So I go to the garage sale next door. The bitch is giving away a TV.
Oh.
How lucky is that?
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, Lori, can I take your TV from you?
Yeah.
We'll talk about Lori later, though.
Shout out to Lori.
Hey, Lori. You was fine back in the day, girl.
Thanks, Lord.
She was fine, baby. But anyway, she gave me the TV, so I put it upstairs. Bam, up in the rafters. I'm like, God damn, it's coming together up here, man.
Yeah.
So from then on, I was just chilling up there playing Morrowind Elder Scrolls, man. Back in the day, Xbox, when it first came out, dude, it's a long-ass game. I don't know if you played it or not, but it is a long-ass game.
Did you beat
I didn't
the
even
game?
beat it.
You didn't beat the
no,
game?
No, hell no. I was out of school.
Damn.
I was actually being homeschooled after that, man. So it's all good, man. All right, so go ahead with the story, man.
Listen, you guys got to understand this about school, man. Especially with your kids. So this is a story about kids and parents understanding. Look, your kids go to school. Let's say they go to school at 8 o'clock, right? They go to school. They're supposed to get breakfast. Breakfast is not enough. It's not enough. It's just barely enough. Even if the kids even want to eat it, it's not enough.
Yep.
Then from that point, they go to their first class, or maybe they're in the class that they're going to be in the rest of the day. So they're sitting there. It's not stimulating. You got kids that are sitting there, goofing off, not listening. You got teachers, or even a teacher aide with them, if they even get that. It's 30 kids in the classroom.
Yeah.
And it's not enough stimulation for children. So not only do they not get enough food, because I know about me, in the morning, I got to eat breakfast.
Bro, yeah.
I got to eat breakfast because I'm going to be hangry. So
Yeah.
you got kids that are bouncing off the walls, they're around all these friends, all these colors, all these things,
Yeah.
and then they have to sit there and listen to some boring-ass teacher that's not exciting, okay? You got to get exciting to teach kids, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to skip school when they get older. So then...
What's that one show? Sorry to interrupt you. What's that one show, or movie actually, with Kevin James? He's standing on the desk. He's a science teacher, and then he was UFC fighting. You remember that show? What's that shit called?
I don't know.
What was that shit called, man? Come
Kevin
on.
James is a good dude, though.
Yeah, Kevin James is shit. And the
We
reason
gonna pop it up, though.
the reason I brought that up is because in that movie he's a science teacher, and after doing it for so many years or whatever, he lost his spunk. So he didn't do what he used to do when he first started teaching.
Yeah.
He was just sitting, kicking back, actually reading a newspaper.
Yeah.
While the kids were just dicking around.
Whatever they want to do.
Right? And then after the kids started gaining respect for him and shit, after he's fighting in the UFC, my dude's standing on the desk, doing all sorts of weird shit, getting the kids' attention.
That's how you
bringing them in.
Yep.
And then the kid that never speaks in the class, boom, he got him to answer a question.
Whoa.
Boom. I know it's a movie. But
It's
that shit
important.
will happen in real life.
It is important.
If teachers want to take the time to get to know the kids,
Yeah.
to make their class more fun instead of just, here's our textbook, we're going to go from A to B to C to D. You know what I mean?
A lot of things of you educators, you have to understand this too. Little boys can't sit in one spot by themselves. It just can't happen. They can't do it. They're not going to sit there all dainty and pay attention, because we want to fight. We want to wrestle. We want to do things and active. You have to make it exciting for the children. So after that, okay, these kids are boordish, whatever, doing however long the beginning of the day is. Then they get lunch around 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, right? School normally is over 3:30, 2:30, whatever time that is. The lunches that they're getting is not enough. These kids are getting starved. So you know what happens when they get home? Mom, can I have a sandwich?
Yeah.
Mom, can I have this? They are starving. You know what happened? Laura hooked us up with some freaking cabinet snacks. Mom, you helped us out a lot, man, because it wasn't enough at school.
Damn.
So the moral of the story is, pay attention to your kids, feed them,
Yep.
educate them in the ways that they want to be educated, because you're going to lose them. Because once they get to be old enough, they're going to forget.
Yeah.
And then they're not going to do it.
They
They want to
gonna
go
do
home and they want to hang out and play video games, hang out with their friends. Come on, man. Think about it. And nowadays, it's even worse.
I mean, for real, it
It's
is.
even worse.
It
Kids,
is.
social media.
So, yeah. Social
But
media.
we love social media, though.
Hey, listen.
Hashtag
If you guys haven't already,
add us.
make sure you add us, man. Please, we appreciate it. All the views that we can get. So, but yeah, man. I don't know. I think all in all, though, like I did skip school a lot, and I did do this, but it taught me a lot of important life lessons that I wouldn't have learned if I was just staying in school. You know what I mean? I know it's kind of half-assed backwards and it doesn't seem right. And a lot of you are going to be like, oh, that's not true. This guy's a fucking moron. Whatever. But for my experience, for me, I learned a lot more not going to class.
Yep.
And I succeeded. I because I had to push myself that much harder because I'm like, shit, I don't have a high school diploma. So then that led to the GED, and then that led to this and that and the other, and we'll talk about all the rest of that stuff on the next episode. All right, so
Stay tuned.
yeah, stay tuned after this one.
Like, subscribe, share.
Please do it.